This is my third time in the southwest of France. There are so many reasons I love it here, and each time I come, I feel a little more at home. When I come here, I pick one place to stay, as opposed to running around between different accommodations. Of course, my life revolving around surfing, each time I've picked Hossegor as my base. I love how it's encased in forest, and everywhere you go there's something pretty, quaint and very French to look at. I've made some really cool friends here. Hossegor is a bit of a mecca for interesting people within the surfing industry.
So for the last 15 years it's been basically my home, and I love it over here. It's a perfect little surf town. It's really a lot about surfing. You see surf shops everywhere, surfboard factories. No matter what conditions, most times you can get a surf in there. It's just a happy little place, you know.
Je voudrais un café latte, s'il vous plaît, avec au lait d'avoine.
Ok.
Et un banana bread toasted.
Sur place?
Sur place, oui. Merci beaucoup.
This is Hossegor's most trendy cafe. I come to practice my French and I know very well how to order a coffee. That's about it. I've been trying to learn French for the past couple of years, and each time I come I feel so much more invigorated to do it properly. It's just been a time investment that I haven't really been able to make, but I'm just listening to my audiobook now. J'essayais apprendre le français tous les jours. Awful. I met Darren here last year. He's an Aussie who came over 25 years ago. He speaks fluent French, but he still sounds like an Aussie. Besides the big and powerful peaks at Lenore, the famous big wave spot in the area, it's his family that have kept him here for 2.5 decades.
I wanted to travel Europe, and obviously Hossegor was high on the list, and within 2 weeks of being here I met the woman of my dreams. 25 years marriage today.
Bon anniversaire.
Merci.
The seasons are quite drastic here. In late summer and early autumn, which is when I typically arrive, the beaches are packed with tourists, surfers, and new swell, making it often necessary to hike along the beach out of the regular path in order to find some less crowded surf options.
I thought we'd be paid off with an empty lineup. Not quite, but it does look like a relatively easy lineup and lots of waves, so that's always good.
As autumn has arrived, late in October, but with the hinted intensity of the winter inbound, the crowds have diminished. The beaches are more empty now, and the surf, if you're lucky, a little more quiet. Storms begin to roll in this time of year and persist for days on end, only to come to an abrupt halt ahead of the forecast and followed by 3 days of sun. A desperate clinging to the warmer months just gone by. The magical sandbanks that have built up over the summer get obliterated by the intense battering of new cold weather, and so we now tend to drive south to Biarritz. With reefs to rely on, you can time it right and snag some really fun waves almost regardless of the conditions. An added bonus down here is that we can check out the city. This is where the kings and queens of old used to reside, and around every corner you see that in the architecture. The busyness seems to persist down here regardless of the weather, and there always seems to be a wave at the local beach, no matter what the size. Biarritz is pretty, dazzling even, but Bayonne is the perfect way to appreciate the historic quaintness of the area. It's a small town that resides on a river and offers the most picturesque scene to enjoy a drink and a chat after surfing all day. No one is getting rowdy, everything is very calm and casual, and as Daz and I sit and enjoy our last meal together for the trip, I appreciate France more than ever. I'm feeling called to settle down at home and stay there a lot more these days, but I still know I'll definitely be back to France. Au revoir, à la prochaine.
This light is not flattering, but oh my gosh, the food.
Ah oui, oui.